Belgium has launched an exit strategy of the lockdown, and it's within this framework that on the 15th of April Charles Michel and Ursula von der Leyen launched the roadmap, the European roadmap, to have a coordinated response based on science. This is incredibly important. This joint roadmap was warmly welcomed by heads of state and government. This is something that's going to be done gradually, based on scientific knowledge, and also based on the capacity of each member state, the capacity of the healthcare system, and the monitoring capacity. So we're going to have a scientific approach, which is going to be in phases, it's going to be gradual, and it's going to be based on epidemiology. We'll work along with member states to make sure that it's coordinated and that member states talk about their exit strategy. So, for example, there will be a health committee to make sure that there is a coherent response. Thank you. Any other questions for Stefan?
Oh, you've disappeared. David, est-ce que c'est une question pour...
David, is it a question for Stefan? In fact, it is a question on Belgium's exit strategy. I assume that you have close contact with the Belgian authorities. When decisions are taken by the Belgian authorities, the host country, they have an impact on the way in which you work. So what are the implications for you following the announcements from last Friday? And is there an exit strategy for the European Commission? You know, subject to all the criteria that you have, but is there an exit strategy for a return to normal in the European Commission? Okay, let me give the floor to Balázs on this. I think this is a question on how the institutions function. Balázs. I didn't actually hear the question. Could you repeat it? Well, the question was about the impact of announcements made by the Belgian government on the exit strategy, on the way in which the institutions work, more specifically on the Commission. We can only speak on behalf of the Commission, David. It's a question from David Caretta. Yes, I've got your question now. We do, of course, follow very closely the measures adopted by the Belgian government, and when we make changes on our side, we try to align them on the decisions taken by the host country. David, basically, you're asking when you can come back into the press room, be physically present. Can I just follow up on that? Is there a European Commission exit strategy as an institution, more than just adjustments? Well, there are, of course, plans for a gradual return to normality, and these plans are in the process of being implemented, and obviously they will have to reflect the changes at national level, not just in Belgium, but in other countries where the Commission has offices, in particular Luxembourg and Italy. Of course, we're keeping a close eye on developments, and we do aim to return gradually to normality. But at the moment, everything is still being in the preparatory phase.
Voilà. Alors, y a-t-il d'autres questions?
So, are there any other questions?